Well, Oldham have had a settled team all season, one of the reasons for their success. But missing through injury tonight are defender Paul Warhurst and striker Frankie Bunn. I'm sure you remember his 6 goals in an earlier round here against Scarborough. West Ham still have a whole list of players injured, suspended and cup-tied. They've patched things up very well so far, and with Strother, one of 3 centre-backs in this lineup, Oldham certainly won't find an easy way through. Tonight's referee is Lester Shapter from Torquay. Well, the West Ham fans have had problems getting here by road and rail, and the kick-off is 15 minutes behind schedule. It's Oldham's first major semi-final for 77 years. They've never been to Wembley in their 95-year history. West Ham, of course, old hands at this competition. It's their 2nd successive semi-final and their 7th in all. And the atmosphere in this little ground beside the Pennines in Lancashire is really rather special. And so, no doubt, what Holden say was that opening tackle by Stuart Robson. A real reminder that Stuart Robson, having been out of the game for 15 minutes, or rather 15 months, is back with a vengeance. An early free kick to Oldham, playing tonight all in blue, West Ham all in white. Oldham attacking the goal to the right. Barrett with the free kick. Ritchie just skinned it on, Martin going in, and as Holden dived in, Phil Parkes had to be very alive to the danger. Good climb by Milligan. Marshall has really pushed forward here. Interesting tactic in the opening stages by Oldham. This is Holden. And here goes to Ritchie. It was a very good effort. In fact, it came off Strother. So Oldham have a corner out of it. What a dangerous player he is, whether the ball is on the ground or in the air. Andy Ritchie probably enjoying the best season of his long career. Wilmouth packed with white West Ham shirts. Marshall on the near post as Adams takes the kick. Martin got there first. Back it came into that crowded penalty area. Could have gone anywhere. And in fact came off Kevin Keane for a second Oldham corner. Milligan lurking near the far post. In it goes again towards the head of Marshall. Still not properly cleared though by West Ham. And Adams' effort was charged down by David Kelly. Lovely play, and the referee I think will have a word, if not even sterner action with Robson. It's the 2nd time he's brought Holden down in the opening few minutes. And Stuart Robson, I suppose to be kind to him, his timing won't quite be there after such a long time out of the game. But both the tackles really were a little bit over the top. This Robson is going to have to tread very carefully now for the remainder of this game. Only 8 minutes gone, and he's shown the yellow card for that challenge and can't complain. Marshall. It's a good ball as well for Adams. Ritchie, he needed it back and he gets it back. Oh, what a magnificent goal! Neil Adams. 11 minutes gone, and Andy Ritchie, the goal scorer supreme throughout this competition, has turned into a goal provider. But that is taking a lot away from the man who hit the ball so beautifully. Watch for the number 7, Neil Adams, left-footed into the corner, a beauty. Adams started the move. The layoff, as you'd expect from Ritchie, was perfection and invited the shot. But at the other end, suddenly, Hallworth in danger and play forward. Oh! Slater was so close to an equalising goal within seconds. Well, the game has suddenly burst into life. Strother in strongly on Marshall. Barrett gets it clear, only as far as Paris. Now Keane. Paris again. This is Keane and now Brady. West Ham immediately stung into retaliation here. Slater. On by Robson, and suddenly David Kelly in a good position, but that was superb defending by Dennis Irwin. A very good challenge. Well, within seconds of Oldham taking the lead, the ball rebounding out there to Slater, and he could have equalised. Robson again, the culprit of a heavy challenge. He's been booked, remember. And the referee just had a look at him, didn't speak, but Stuart Robson knows that he's on thin ice. Irwin for Oldham, the lead 1-0. Not a bad effort either. Great ooh from the crowd behind that goal. I think Hearts knew that it was going wide, but Irwin struck it beautifully. Irwin really loves the opportunity to have a crack. Oldham. That's good play, and he's got round Robson. Oh, and it's a good-looking cross. Adams was there again. And Parks reacted magnificently. The 39-year-old, who by his own admission shouldn't be playing, such as the condition of his injured knees, really reacted superbly then. As Oldham whipped the ball dangerously in. Parks had to get there first. Billy Bonds, the famous old West Ham warhorse, one of the coaching staff as well now, of course. And he and Lou Macari will be whipping West Ham up to retaliate as soon as they can here. Kelly for West Ham. Keane and Slater on the edge of the penalty area. He finds Paris. Comes to Brady. Now to Robson. Brady again. Well, that was a bad mistake. And suddenly Oldham look as though they could profit from it. They've got 4 players forward here. Ritchie is leading the charge. He might have a go. He's done it again. Andy Ritchie with a superb solo goal has maintained his record. He scored in every tie, in every round. 18 minutes gone, and Andy Ritchie hits home his 23rd goal of the season. He had all the confidence of a man in hot form. It took a little deflection, but I don't frankly think it made much difference. Ritchie running straight at West Ham. They backpedaled, and that proved to be fatal. So Andy Ritchie makes it Oldham Athletic 2, West Ham United 0, and already West Ham have got a mountain to climb. Julian Dick's header. Milligan is underneath it. Palmer. Irwin. It's a bad foul by Strodder. Julian Dix petulantly thumped the ball straight at the Oldham fullback, and I don't quite know why he did that. It was clearly a foul by Strodder. I think West Ham are very frustrated at the moment at the awful start they've made here. But they've got to keep cool. They've got to keep their tempers. 23 minutes gone. Oldham are leading 2-0. Irwin's free kick. Bad one. Harris clears it. Back it comes to Irwin. He can try again. More accurate this time. Ritchie. He doesn't waste the ball, does he? Oldham's throw. Adams did well to make the cross, actually, but Gale was there to clear. Now Brady for West Ham. Good play. Robson. It's a good ball. Slater. Keane is on the right. Barlow across to cover. Slater. And again, good covering this time by Barrett, but Robson beats him to it. Still Robson. Barlow in there with him. And it's a West Ham throw. It could even be a free kick, in fact. Referee having a word with Andy Barlow, and a free kick it will be. Brady will curl it in. It's a good chance for West Ham in a match in which they're unlikely to get too many, I would think. Overhit though by Liam Brady, and Irwin rather unnecessarily headed behind. He couldn't have known there was nobody near him. So West Ham get their first corner. Gale coming forward on the right of the picture to the near post. He was the target, but it was well met by Barrett. In again by Julian Dix. Paris didn't know it was coming to him. Oldham turns it forward. Palmer, that's a good ball. Ritchie's pulled away here to the left wing position, but beaten by Robson. Paris scrapping for it now with Andy Ritchie. Difficult position this for Paris, and a little nudge in the back, I think. No, or was it? Oldham thought it was their throw-in. Not sure the referee could quite see there through the crowd of players what had happened. Anyway, in the end, he's allowed Oldham to have their throw. In towards Marshall, never reached him. This is Milligan. Ritchie's there again. Cleared as far as Adams. Well blocked though by Kelly. Decent ball that down the line by Owen, and the referee has given the free kick for the challenge by Dix on Adams. Quickly swung in as well, and he came off Paris. He didn't know anything about that. That wasn't a clearance. He just swung the leg at the ball, and it could have gone anywhere. The rain still falling heavily here, and Oldham, in their first big semi-final for 77 years, have forged a 2-goal lead with 13 minutes still remaining in the first half. Marshall in there, so was Martin right behind him. Back out to Holden. Good ball in towards Palmer. Oh, it could be in. It is. It's a third. Barrett. And with 13 minutes to go to half-time, it proves to be very unlucky indeed for West Ham. 3 goals to 0. Oldham lead. What a mess of a goal this was as far as West Ham were concerned. They had so many opportunities to get it clear, but credit the bravery of Earl Barrett. He went in for a ball that he didn't really look to be odds on to win. As it dropped down, he reacted quicker than the defenders and scored. Good play by Slater. And again, the interception made too easy for Irwin, and now Ritchie. That's good play. Henry. Oldham are really buzzing. They played some lovely football in this first half. And it goes from Irwin. Too deep. Keane for West Ham. Given away to Henry. Barlow. Again, they're queuing up in the middle here. Barlow goes all the way on his own. And now gets help from Holden in first time to Marshall. Oh, great save. What a great save that was by Parks. Now Milligan, but he's given it away to Kelly. And even the Oldham fans stood and applauded that save. Here's Brady. Dix. This is Keane. Barrett's clearance. Martin wins it back. Now Robson for West Ham. Brady takes over. Dix has gone outside him. Here is the West Ham skipper. Offside in the middle against George Paris. Well, that save by Phil Parks was worth the admission money. It was a tremendous cross from Holden. Marshall met it perfectly with a downward header and a spectacular stop. Now that whistle won't come soon enough for West Ham. Paris has done well here. And then gives it away to Irwin. Now Adams. And Julian Dix quite blatantly obstructed him, and that's probably putting it mildly, right beneath Mr. Shepper's gaze. rather sad half for the West Ham contingent. Forward by Barrett. Harris turns it away. Slater. And now Keane. Slater. Kelly's got to be careful. He's not offside here. Harris. Brady. Good play. The end of what was an awful first half for West Ham, but a magnificent 45 minutes for Oldham. They scored 3 times. They saw a marvellous effort, well saved by Phil Parks. They had a couple of other chances as well that they could have converted. Their football was superb. Andy Ritchie at the heart of it all. But the whole Oldham team played to the peak of their form. And West Ham have got one heck of a mountain to climb here now. A half-time score, Oldham Athletic 3, West Ham United 0.
In the beginning, when himself created the world, he had all these weird and wonderful things left over. What can I do with these, he thought. I know, I'll stick them all down under, he said. In Australia, the land of wonder. So he gave us thousands of miles of fantastic coral reef. An air so clean, you can't even see it. One of the world's greatest rock gardens, with a nice little Barbie area. Of course, he had a sense of humour with our wildlife, like the famous giant hopping mouse, and the biggest chickens you've ever seen. No wonder they call this the lucky country. You can find out for yourself by phoning for a free copy of the Aussie Holiday Book. The book's good enough to make into a movie. Want to be in it?
Come and say good day.
Jane is about to find out that there's a really simple way to shampoo and condition her hair at the same time. With Dimension, a shampoo and conditioner, 2-in-1. Dimension, a shampoo and conditioner in one handy bottle.
If you don't want the hassle of shopping around for better car insurance, just ring the man who can. Dial 100 and ask for free phone AA auto quote.
West Ham come out to start the second half, and they must have a terrible feeling of having gone this way before. They lost 3-0 in the first leg of last season's semi-final against Luton. That was at home, and surely they've got to score here to have any hope. Incidentally, Oldham have now scored 18 goals in their 5 home ties in this competition, and of course they've still got 45 minutes to go in this one. Good play by Barlow. And immediately Oldham on the attack. Holden. He's whipped some dangerous balls in, and that was another. Martin met it. Milligan. Adams. Milligan pointed where he wanted it. Instead it goes on the overlap to Irwin, and a good-looking ball in. Ritchie nearly met it. It comes to Holden. It's another in the opening minute of the second half. And that could be the goal that takes Oldham to Wembley for the first time in their 95-year history. That surely has won not just the match, but the tie. There can be no way back for West Ham. The cross eluding everyone. Holden had the presence of mind to take it down and pick his spot. The 4th Oldham goal coming so early, just as West Ham were hoping to get back into the game. And I cannot see how any team could possibly, even though there is 44 minutes and another match to go, get back from this. Ricky Holden's 7th goal of the season. And really now it's a rout as far as Oldham are concerned. And these young supporters and some of the older ones will be clamouring for tickets if Oldham do, as expected now, clinch their place at Wembley. Still another match to go, let's not forget that. But what a mountain West Ham will have to climb. Foul by Palmer on Alvin Martin, West Ham's free kick. Tony Gale will take it. Dix. Martin. And it went off the Oldham player, Barrett. So West Ham have a corner to the huge delight of their travelling fans. They'll cheer anything now. Free kick first, straight to Robson, the corner on Brady. Barrett's there again, but it suddenly breaks to Kelly in the centre, and now Robson, but the free kick had already been given. The goal won't count. I think Stuart Robson's realised the referee had already given the free kick before the ball dropped. A rare moment of joy for West Ham, immediately cut short. I think he decided, the referee, that that was a foul. Airwin forward, that's a good ball. Adams chasing it. Gale is across to cover and turned away from danger intelligently. But they keep giving the ball away, West Ham, and on this pitch that's fatal. Marshall turning it forward for Adams to chase. Gale is there again under pressure, and it's a corner. Gale trying to claim it came off the Oldham man, but corner it is. Oldham goes across to take it. The Oldham crowd, who haven't seen their team have a decent effort for a good 15 minutes or so, want to see another goal. Oh, it's difficult, and it is another goal. It's turned in by the record goal scorer, Roger Palmer, and it's 5 for Oldham. What a rout this is turning out to be. In the 25th minute of the second half, Oldham have made it 5. The corner causing all manner of problems for West Ham. It was the simplest goal of all the many that Palmer has probably scored here. But a very important one, just to really put a bit of icing on the cake. Although there's still a long way to go in this game. Oldham 5, West Ham 0. Well, as that 5th goal went in, the expression on the face of Joe Royle, the manager, in the centre, said it all. Total satisfaction. That'll do. Irwin leads another Oldham attack and finds Ritchie. Good ball out for Holden. Lots of blue shirts in the middle if Holden can make the cross, and he usually does. And he has again. It's a good one, and it's gone. It's another goal. Amazing. Ritchie. Goal number 6. Ritchie's second of the game, 24th of the season, and 10th now in the Little Woods Cup. Ritchie first to rush over and thank Rick Holden, who provided another superb cross from the left. And Ritchie, well, crosses like this are food and drink to him. Lovely glancing header. But it looks as if the Oldham scoreboard can't cope with all these goals. It's gone blank. Paris, good-looking ball in from Paris, and suddenly it breaks to Keane, and now to Devonshire. Offside, Slater's offside. Kelly can even be bothered running the ball into the net. Martin's header. Barrett for Oldham. Robson. Henry picks it up again, as he's done all night. If he gets a goal, no one deserves it more. Unselfishly, he lays it on, and it didn't go in. The crowd thought it had, but Park saved when Palmer must have thought he was going to score. very, very close to a 7, and Henry, my man of the match, really did well here. He thought about a shot, unselfishly laid it on for Palmer, and it just stayed out with the help of Julian Dix. Slater, Devonshire, Harris. West Ham continue to go through the motions. Good play by Slater. Good ball as well, Devonshire. 3 or 4 in the middle for him to look for. Keane was one of them, and it went across the face of goal, and Hallworth reacted well. It goes without saying, he's had a quiet night. The ball whipped in here from the left, and real danger. They're into time being added for stoppages. Adams, who scored the very first of these 6 goals, in possession. Andy Ritchie, back it goes towards Adams. He's still grappling away, and he's done well here, but in fact he fouled Julian Dix, and West Ham have the free kick. They've waited an awful long time, Oldham, to get within sight of Wembley, and surely they're at Wembley for the first time in their history, regardless of the fact that, as football people love to say, in these 2-leg semi-finals, we've only reached half-time. Here goes Henry, and that's a lovely ball for Farlow. Ritchie's in the middle here. Could this be the hat-trick? Not this time. Henry, and the shot charged away by Gale. And there is the final whistle, and Oldham supporters on the terraces applaud, and thousands more flood onto the pitch to offer their congratulations. And surely the margin of 6 goals is too great for any team to get back. Oldham Athletic have all but done the job. And Wembley, for the first time in 95 years, is now virtually a reality. A tremendous performance from the first minute to the 90th. They swept West Ham aside, and the Hammers, twice finalists in this competition, had no reply to Oldham's slick and inventive football. 6 marvellous goals. There could have been more. A whitewash, and West Ham know it only too well. What a sad night for them. Oldham Athletic 6, West Ham United 0. The second leg surely a mere formality.